Our last guest of the night is the Executive Director for the Broadway Division of the DCPA. Please welcome John Ekeberg. So how are you today, John?
I'm great, thanks.
Good. So I introduced you as the Executive Director for the Broadway Division of the DCPA. Can you explain a little bit about what that is?
Sure. So we have a couple of theatrical divisions at the DCPA. We have our theater company, which is our regional theater, Lort Regional Theater. And then we do Broadway presenting in the Buell and the Ellie down at the Performing Arts Complex. So really, my purview is to oversee actually everything that we bring in with touring Broadway, as well as the cabaret shows at the Garner Galleria Theater.
Cool. Now, how does that work? Because there's so many Broadway shows out there. How do you decide, or how does that work, of what shows come, what shows don't come?
Sure. Well, I make a lot of trips to New York, which is a fun part of the job.
Yeah.
And keep up on what's going on in the current Broadway season. So for instance, this season that we just started in New York is what would be the 16-17 season. And so the shows that are new in this year will, some of them, those that sort of hit a certain amount of success or resonate with an audience, will go out on tour 2 years from now. So in the 18-19 season. So I just keep up with what's going on Broadway in New York and decide what I think Denver audiences would like to see.
So you've been to Broadway recently, to New York.
Sure.
So I have to ask, have you seen Hamilton?
I have.
You've seen Hamilton? Oh,
Yes,
I'm so jealous. What did you think of it?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great piece of theater. It's got all the energy around it that everyone expects and that's being talked about. And I totally understand why it's a huge hit.
Yeah, and it's coming here, right?
It will be coming here in the 17-18 season. So not this one that we just began, but the following.
Next one, something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Already, yeah, I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to see that one. It sounds really good. And I've also heard that you're a Tony voter.
That's correct.
As well. So can you explain what a Tony voter is and how that process works?
Sure. So I'm a member of the Broadway League, which is the trade organization for the Broadway industry. And as a full member of that organization, sort of by my job duties here in Denver, I am one of approximately, gosh, I used to know the number. I think it's somewhere around 800 Tony voters who are made up of Broadway League members, American Theater League members, American Theater Wing members, and others. And so it's really our job to see all the shows on the season and then, scratch off on the little ballot which we think takes each honor.
Not a bad job to have to see Broadway
job.
performances in New York.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. So this new season at the DCPA is coming up. We have like Cabaret opening soon. What's some of the other shows coming this season?
So I'm really excited that tomorrow we start our first day of rehearsal for An Act of God, which is a comedy that will be at the Garner Galleria Theater.
Awesome.
It was written by David Javerbaum, who was a head writer for The Daily Show with Jon Stewart for many years, Emmy Award winner. So it's got a very satirical humor, and on Broadway, it's actually been performed twice, once with Jim Parsons in the role and once with Sean Hayes. But we will be bringing in Wesley Taylor, who's a Broadway star and also featured on Smash, amongst other things. So we're excited about that.
Awesome. Anything else? I know Fun Home is coming.
Sure.
So
Fun
I'm excited
Home,
for
which
Fun
won
Home.
the Tony Award for Best Musical in this last season, will come to the Ellie in January.
Yeah.
They've announced casting for that tour, and we're really excited that Robert Petkoff is going to be playing the male lead, and he was our Sweeney Todd at the theater company's recent
Which was a
production
fantastic show.
Was
I
fantastic.
loved that one, yeah.
And I'm also really excited about The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which is a play that will be at the Ellie Calkins in June. And it has such an amazing tech around it, the production around it just enriches the story so much that I'm really happy the producers chose to tour it.
We all had to read that book in high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I really liked it. So I'm excited to see that one.
I actually read it after seeing the play.
Okay.
So I saw the play first and then read the book.
Yeah. See, I read the book first, and then I'll see the play. It's like a movie.
That's right. The Harry
But
Potter,
usually- yeah.
what comes first, the book
Yeah.
or the movie?
But usually, I feel like musicals, well, not musicals, but plays are better than the movies. So
I
I
would
think
agree
in
with
this
you.
case,
In
we'll be
most
good.
cases,
We'll be
yes.
good with this
Yeah,
one.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then anything else that you want to highlight or point out? I know we kind of have this ticket program.
Radvantage.
Radvantage, yeah. Explain Radvantage, because as college kids, that's really helpful to us.
Sure. So it's a specific membership program geared towards 18 to 30 years old,
Okay.
30-year-olds. And so for people who are in that age bracket, they can basically become a member of this ticket program for a low entry fee, and then they get the opportunity to purchase reduced fee tickets to all sorts of shows over the course of the season. So it gives you access to some really great tickets at a really great price for a bunch of shows at the Denver Center over the season. So it's a great way to get in and see a lot of stuff at an affordable price.
Yeah, it's helpful for us when we're all on these tight budgets, and I always look across the street and see the theaters, and I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool to go see.
Oh,
and
come on over anytime.
I know, yeah, and this ticket program absolutely helps with that.
And of course, I would be remiss, Avery, if I didn't mention that we'll end our season with the pre-Broadway engagement of Frozen.
Frozen is
in
coming.
Buell. That's right. So
Awesome.
we're very excited about
I know.
that.
We'll have to do something for that eventually.
Of course.
Yes.